Hi, my name is Phelan. I'm an architect living and working in Malaga, in Andalucia, in Spain. Today I'd like to share with you 3 of my top tips when looking to purchase a property which you intend to refurbish. First of those would be definitely to have a very clear idea of what it is that you want to achieve. Why are you buying this property? What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like? What experience do you want to be able to have in this property? Write this down. Share this with the estate agents, with your architect, and communicate what it is that you're wanting to achieve. The second point would be to have a very clear idea of your maximum budget. When you're looking for a property, really, in general, you're looking to see what's available. That budget needs to be divided into two main areas. One which is your purchase costs, and one which would be the project costs. When we look at properties, there's a very romantic element to purchasing properties, which also needs to be balanced with a more colder reality, which can help ensure that what we're doing isn't purely romantic, and that it does have there is a full economic, time and effort understanding of what it would take for that property to become what it is that you want. So we've spoken about the purchase costs. On the other hand, the very important other costs are the project costs. And we can initially start working these up the moment you've actually identified a few properties that you're interested in. Sit down with your architect, hire your architect to come and view the properties with you. And based on this initial visit to the properties and on the conversations that we've already had previously, we can quickly assess what level of refurbishment would be required. This can then translate into a cost per square meter that should be applied to the overall area of the property, both the building and any landscaping, which can start to give us what we would call, in Spanish it's called the PEM, which would be the overall costs of labor and materials. This figure is very important because it's used as the basis to apply a whole other series of project costs, usually in the form of percentages, which are known beforehand. So once we've assessed what level of cost per square meter might be required for that specific refurbishment, and you might be looking at 2 or 3 properties at the same time, but because you've got your architect involved, you've hired them to come and have to visit the property, you can actually talk fairly specifically, but based on these are orientative figures, but it starts to measure this dream that you're having with these particular properties. So basically, once you have your PEM, roughly 37% of the PEM would be the construction costs. Depending on how the refurbishment project is structured, the VAT, the value added tax that can be applied, can range from 10 to 21%. Obviously on professional fees it's 21%, but on the construction work that can sit between either be the 10% or the 21%, which we'll discuss in another video about that. So your maximum budget needs to be divided into your project, your property purchase and your project costs. This is a way of still allowing you to dream and look and imagine what you want these properties to become, but gives a measure. So you're not buying a property that you've bought it based on a vision that you have in your mind without actually understanding an indicative cost of what this dream would cost to realize. My third point is actually hiring an architect, which is actually my first point. But it's kind of a point that's integrated. All three of them kind of are intermingled. So understand what it is you want to achieve, understand your maximum budget, and hire an architect.